Did I ever tell you about the time a major network reached out to me and asked me about being on a reality show? I think I mentioned it in a live stream, but I don't think I've ever actually talked about it and why I didn't do it or did do it or what I decided. I guess I kind of just gave away the secret, didn't I? Man, my eyes. Let's embrace that. um, so last year, um, a producer from a reality television show um, reached out and asked if I was interested in being on it. I'm not going to name the show, but it's a lot like My 600 Pound Life. We'll say that. And they saw me on Instagram, which led them to my YouTube. They saw that I was really fat and that I'm trying to lose weight. And the premise of the show was taking people who are really, 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 really fat, like 500, 600, 700 pounds, and documenting a year in their life leading up to them getting gastric surgery. And so, and like I said, this is a major network. This is a network that has successful shows about this exact same thing. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And so I talked to the executive back and forth a little bit. And I mean, the first thing I asked obviously was, what's in it for me? What do I get out of by being on, I got a moth flying in here, being on national television and doing this for y'all? And he's like, well, we'll pay up to X amount of dollars towards gastric surgery. And all your doctor visits are covered. And I'm like, well, my doctor visits are covered now. I mean, $20 copay or $30 copay, whatever it is for a specialist. If I go to a bariatric surgeon, I got insurance. So I pay $20 for a regular checkup, and I think it's $30 for a specialist. And so I'm like, I can usually save $30 a month. What else? And he said, well, we'll pay up to, and I want to say he said $3,000 or $3,600 towards whatever your insurance doesn't cover on gastric surgery. So they didn't provide the full gastric surgery cost. If I decide to have gastric surgery, it's going to cost me about $2,000 out of pocket. A little less, but that's the copay. It's only covered at 80% with my insurance. And there's not a copay like a doctor's visit. It covers 80, I got to cover 20. And I'm like, okay, but I mean, that's not $3,000 to me. That's $1,800. What else? And he's like, well, that's it. And so I was like, so I get nothing? You're like, well, I mean, you get the doctor's visits. And I'm like, I got doctors here. And the problem is, we're talking about these doctor visits would have been out of town. So I'd have had to go out of town every month for a couple of days for a year. That's my gas, my wear and tear on a vehicle, my food, my hotel, out of pocket, because they don't pay. You go into the doctor. You don't pay for the doctor's visit. That's the only thing you're getting out of it. But I still didn't say no at this point. I said, okay, so I'm all over social media. And he's like, yeah, you have to shut that down. And I asked him to explain. He said from the time that I agreed to be on the show until the show finished airing that season, I could show no more than this on social media. My face. He said no discussing weight loss, no discussing exercise, no discussing diet. I could not post anything about my weight and my health, and I couldn't show any more than my face. Now, it's a year in my life, so that's automatically a full year. But I wouldn't be able to do anything outside of show my face until after the season had already aired that had my material in it. How long does that take? Another year? And then, how long until the show starts? We're looking best case scenario, I'd have been 24 months social media blackout. And they don't even want you telling like friends and family what's going on either. And I'm like, dude, that's not going to happen. My social media is all about me being fat and trying to quit being fat. That's what started it. And I don't make much money. I'm only making anywhere from $30 to $60 a month off my YouTube channel, off my ad revenue. But it's not the only reason I do this. The extra $100, $150 every couple of months, because you don't get paid unless you make at least $100. That really helps. Y'all know how financially destitute I've been the past couple of years. But this is also a mental health thing. Y'all are a support system, and me talking about my stuff to you helps. Knowing that, hey, I've got an audience. I've got somebody who's going to listen. It may not be big. I may not get millions of views like other channels. But if I post a video and I feel like discussing what's on my mind, what's on my heart, I know at least a few hundred people are going to see it. Because even my worst videos do that. Can't put a price on that. You can't put a price on something that helps your peace of mind. And I explained all that to him. I'm like, I'll be a ghost. I won't have any kind of, I got to take away my in-life and my virtual support system for you're going to pay my co-payment, but also cost me money I don't have. I don't have money to get a hotel for a couple nights a month and pay, especially what gas prices are now, and pay gas to drive out of town and wear and tear on a vehicle or rent a vehicle, because I don't think mine would stand up to the drive. I'm barely keeping my light bills on. Or no way I could afford it. It would have cost me a substantial amount of money to be on their show. And apparently that's common. Apparently that's very common in that type of entertainment. And his response was, yeah, but think about the clout it would give you for when this is all over. And I'm like, dude, I got to make it the next 2 years. I don't need to count on, well, if I come on this show and go through all this, I'll have, hey, everybody go to my YouTube channel now. Everybody have the 23, 24,000 of y'all who are subscribed now would feel betrayed. And so there was no upside. There was literally no upside. And not to mention, if you've ever watched any of those shows and you've ever watched me, you know I'm not comfortable with the kind of stuff they want to film. I'm not going to let them in the shower. I'm not going to let them up in my fat rolls. I'm not, and also I'm not the guy. I don't lay in bed and need somebody to clean me up after I use the bathroom. I don't need somebody to bathe me in the shower. And I even questioned one thing. I said, yeah. And I said, but I don't get to pick what shots are shown. Y'all want to show the grossest stuff you can, make me look horrible. No, we show stuff that's intriguing. And no, you're showing me gross stuff. Or you'll be making me show gross stuff. I'm sorry, I'm not comfortable. And it's not just because I'm fat. That's just how I was raised. I'm not comfortable exposing parts of my body that should be private, even if they are blurred out on national television. If I was okay with that, I'd already taken up any of these offers I get for these fat fetish people. I'd have an OnlyFans if I was up for that. But no, so no money. It would actually cost me more than what I would benefit. Everything they wanted to offer, I can get here and cost me a lot less money. And it would cost me my support system, and all of my social media be locked down to showing nothing but my face. Well, unless we started noting a drastic difference, then I'd have to stop that too, because I can't give on that I'm going through any kind of major weight loss transformation. So anyway, so I ended up saying no. And so I don't know if you've ever wondered what goes on. And I can't say that's how every potential participant encounter goes. I can't say that's how every show goes. But I can say on this one network and for this one show, when they approached me, that was the experience I had. Anyway, I just felt like sharing that with y'all. As always, I appreciate y'all. Like I said, y'all are one of the main reasons I wouldn't do it. I love all y'all. Thanks for watching. Thanks for liking and subscribing. Thanks for sharing. I hope y'all are doing great. It's Friday night. You probably won't see this until tomorrow. Coming up Monday is America's birthday. Well, technically America's birthday is the 2nd, but we celebrate on the 4th. That's completely different tangent. But anyway, that's it. Thank you. Love all y'all. God bless y'all.